That was worth. That was definitely worth. I think the first person got it right. Everybody else just starts writing a review. They're like, this is how it ends, and then starts writing a whole damn review. I don't want a review. I just want to know how you thought it ended. All right, but basically, the company Leviathan does exist. All that you saw exists. It's not just in its head. And the Dyson energy source they were, experimenting on, they trapped him in it, kind of like makeup poisoning on Final Fantasy 7, and he kept sending, you think you're like the Rome agent investigating stuff for Mother and the company, which you are, but they're also sending people into your mind trying to um, get you to spill your secrets about your family, which is that your sister, who was also exposed to that energy source, has incredible powers. And if they found out about that, they would definitely abuse it. And you knew it, but you promised to never tell. That's what they keep talking about, the family secret, the family secret. That's the one thing you'd never let them know. And so that's why when when you finally do find your sister, and your sister finds you, you're an old man in your mind because you feel like you've been there forever, but really you've only been there 28 years. And she takes you home so that you can actually pass away in the correct timeline. So you do die at 28 years old, but you never did tell the corporation about your secret about your sister. And so she became basically godly and was freed as well. And your dad is gonna start off, but I'm still not quite sympathetic to him because he did contribute. But yeah, but basically you both were able to make peace and be freed from the corporation. So it makes it where they could, if they wanted to, like, and carry it on into some, like, what if they did find something out by investigating your corpse, or finding anything out about your sister, it could continue into another sequel if they wanted to, but it ended well. It ended well, I thought. And the one thing that I did agree about with the reviews that I didn't want to read, but, I wanted to see ending explained, which is what it said, and then it didn't. But, I liked how 1 second it's just straight up horror, and then the next minute it is, just really beautiful. It keeps flipping back and forth. Like it's like chapter. Okay, that's nice because I actually do want to come back later and get those continue the story. We'll start to continue. Maybe it just means to continue your last checkpoint or something. Oh, it's just credits. Nah, never mind. That's not continuing the story, people. Oh, you can't skip that part? Oh, well, anyway. Like I was saying, guys, um, Listen, I like that it flips back and forth between being very beautiful and very scary. Kind of just makes me think of like Insound Mind. If you've never played it, I do really recommend it. You're in Sound Mind, you're a psychiatrist delving into the memories of your patients to see what happened to them because they've been rapidly dying. And just seeing what their, what their fears manifested into and what their thoughts and feelings as you go along. And sometimes it's beautiful and sometimes it's just really intense and scary. And the game is just beautiful, but I hope they make another one. I really do, because it definitely ended on a to be continued. That's it for the skip. There's no skip. I like that basically both of their containment areas disappear at the same time, so they're both somewhere else, beyond this. So, but it's been a really interesting story. I like everybody else's stories as well. The people you dealt with, which is what makes me think of Unsaid Mind, because like the first person you dived into was afraid of her own reflection, because she believed she was hideous, and she believed that everybody was staring at her. She didn't actually, um, and she just was agoraphobic, and she just believed that the world was just staring at her hideousness. 'Cause I think she was burned as an accident, and so don't get me wrong, it's one of the most annoying places you'll ever go to, because in her mind, you have to keep trying to not see her. Because if she sees you looking at her, she'll come kill you real quick, real quick. But like you go from that to like man that's just afraid of the dark, and it's kind of like Alan Wake in the lighthouse kind of thing, and each one kind of flows into the end of the person's whole life story. And so I liked how Rachel in this one, her story was that she made a deal with the people that founded Gold Rush and Leviathan to try to help bring back her husband, who was the one person that was nice to her when she was a lowly nothing, a poor person that her parents raised to be a call girl to actually move up in rank. And then the person before that was Sean, which was your first dive in this game. At first you think he's just a thief that was stealing from the company, but he was stealing from the company, but because he was severely injured in an accident from the company that the company refused to pay for. And he was trying to make money to afford his family. And he, basically went insane with fear and died. They killed him off in this game. And he basically, I think he also partly died because you showed him that his kid died because they were both his parents were taken away. And she starved to death in the apartment waiting for them to come home, which is a horrible way to go. And so, like, they're just, it's everybody's story. It's a sad story, but everybody has interesting stories about how they got where they got. And so I like seeing everybody's point of view. And so, like, same thing with Sound Mind. I like seeing everybody's point of view. And not everybody died in that one either. Just so you know. I said skip, damn you. Go. Thank you. You should not say continue the story when you mean go back to credits. See, credits is right here. Hello, Scoob. Damn it, Scoob. We just finished the game. How you doing, Sir Scoobert? Hey, Sue. Hey, Seattle. How you doing, Chaos? We still got a few minutes to spare. Let's see if we can grab a couple collectibles or two, maybe. I do want to get the collectibles, but I need to make sure that can I go back to the very beginning of the game, like the really really beginning? I have to start all over. But yeah, we just finished this game, Karma, The Dark World. Really good game, Scoop. Really good game. It kind of flows between being horror and really beautiful, and then back to horror, and really beautiful, then right back to horror, with kind of a sci-fi twist. I did enjoy it. I very much enjoyed it, and so I do recommend it. What I'm gonna try to do is try to get at least a cup, maybe one or two. Um, there's these puzzle pieces you can get. Now I'll tell you, I'll be the first to tell you. You know me, I love a good puzzle. But some of this is like Chinese algebraic break shit. I have no idea why they would think you would know the answer to this stuff. Unless you're in Mensa. So I'm just gonna Google the little puzzle box answers because if you get it wrong, you can't open it again and you're fucked the rest of the game. So my only complaint is like, you see how dark this is? I'm gonna brighten it a bit, but then later it'll be really pretty daytime and it'll be like super fucking bright and you keep having to go back and forth. You know, darkening and then lightening and then darkening and back, you know. Wait, I didn't restart. Fucker. I didn't hit chapter select either. I hit settings. But no, you keep having to go back and forth between brightening things and darkening things. I wish it was like a really happy medium. But I will say, aside from that, totally worth it. It was absolutely worth it. Alrighty, Scooby, not a problem. Listen, we're not gonna be here too much longer, but I will try to give you a little bit of play in for you guys before we hit a raid ourselves.
What is this place?
But absolutely recommend. If you like a good kind of, it kind of makes me think of, it's like a cross between, it's like The Observer from Team Bluebird, where you're deep diving into people, like an Inception and Bluebird, you know, you're trying to dive into people's memories as an agent to discover what they know. But at the same time, it manages to be a very, very good, a very good story game and puzzle game. But as in my complaint is that you keep having to adjust the brightness, and that you do. I would recommend that you just go straight to a guide for these puzzle bosses, because I make heads nor tails out of them. Like I solved a couple on my own, but once you click your guess, that what you think your answer is. If it's wrong, the box just shuts, and you can pick it up and look at the box, but you can't open it and try to solve it again. Hey there, Gabby Gab. Y'all waited late, my dudes. We just beat the game, but I'm gonna try to get a couple of collectibles in, because I do actually enjoy the game enough to want to try to get all the little collectibles. Mm-mm. You people won't succeed. We've got to come to here to calibration. This is Karma, the Dark World, by the way, to those just tuning in. But it's a very, very good game. Really, I totally recommend.
Am I related to
It
these
is a
people?
horror game, but it's also like a
Or are others
detective
living
game,
here?
so you're trying to solve stuff as you explore. You're trying to solve by diving into people's memories to see what they know, kind of an inception kind of thing. And you also are trying to obviously not die from whatever is haunting them and you. Because as you can see, you ain't normal.
What happened to me? Who am I?
So what'd y'all stream, and was it good? Did you have fun? Alrighty, Gabby Gab, not a problem, not a problem. Hope you had a fun stream, Miss Gabby Gab, and thank you for thinking of me for your raid. Is this one thing? This is one thing I do like about the game, is that you don't know if what you're looking at is real or not. It keeps like flicking in and out of reality. I actually want to try that game. I'm not gonna lie. I want to try that game. I like the roguelike aspect of it, and that there's clearly skill involved. But part of it is just luck that you get the right rooms that you need to actually make it through the whole thing. And I really do want to play that and beat it. Yep, it looks great. I was like, I'm just pulling up the guide real quick so I can make sure I don't miss anything, because I tell you, I missed a ton of stuff that I had no idea I missed. Like anybody that's watched me stream knows I searched the shit out of a game. And by the time I went to look up an answer to a puzzle I was stuck on, I saw like 4 or 5 different puzzles I made. Like, holy shit, man. Alrighty, Daz. You have a good one. Have a sweet one. Make sure you don't burn in it. Alright, man. I love you.
Is
Alright.
anyone there?
Bye, Felicia. Like I said, you're gonna spend a lot of your time in this game not knowing if you're in the real world or not. But I like that. I like that. Like, you keep yourself guessing if what you're seeing is real or if it's on your head or if somebody else is putting it there. There's so many ways it can
Special
go.
Agent. Please have a seat. Performing
Listen, my
visual
only critique
calibration.
is that you're gonna have to adjust the brightness a lot. Because 1 minute it's super bright, 1 minute it's super dark. And like right now I've kinda got it where I want it, but there's some bright areas even for me that I have to tone it down some.
Good. Please go to the table. Performing audio calibration. The brightest galaxy I've ever seen was a diamond shrouded in ghastly dark blue flames. He sank into the dark ocean, invoking an apocalyptic wave. Foolish humans.
And even though we just
trampled
went through
over
this,
them,
I like listening to
dyeing
the
ocean
speech as
crimson.
well.
Beneath the piles of corpses lie countless sprouting roses. The most enchanting human I've ever seen bore a soul as warm as a summer's day. Those eyes burned fiercely like the scorching sun, persisting for eons without dwindling. I witnessed his dying cries and how the human's long-cherished dream faded away with him. Ever since, the sun was no longer warm. The thunder no longer roared. The night was no longer silent. Time no longer stopped. The diamond that shone the brightest shall become the seed to what invokes fear in all that exists. The brightest galaxy I've ever seen was a diamond shrouded in a reasonable dynamic range.
Did not mean to bump into there, but for those new to my stream, you can catch me every Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, 8 p.m. Central, 8 9 p.m. Eastern, as well as every uh, Wednesday and Saturday, 6 a.m. in Central, 7 a.m. Eastern. So that no matter where you're from, no matter what time zone you're in, no matter what side of the pond you're on, your work schedule, any of that stuff, there's always room for Bell's Corner. and I hope you come see it because I think you'll like it.
Please
I do
stand
mainstream
at the
horror.
marked location.
I do indie reviews. I do cult classics, and I do horror. I mean, I do artwork. So if any of that catches your interest, please feel free to stop on by. I would really appreciate it. Give me that follow love, because follows are free, guys.
Performing spatial calibration. Excellent. Calibration
Enough
complete.
of all that. I already got
Good
this
luck
all. This
and
where I want it.
patience.
Don't want to change it.
Please
Thank you.
proceed to the transition room.
Missions? What missions? I don't understand. Hello? Anyone there?
So you'll see a lot of shit like that there. Also, guys, if you're a fan of mobile games, as I am, and you've never tried Matching Dimension, if you want to try it now, I'm not forcing it on anybody, but I am sponsored for a month with it, and anybody that downloads it and completes, X amount of objectives through that link, by the way, it's only through that link. Uh, I get paid $7 per objective. So, I'm yeah, I am selling it, but I would not tell you to try it if I didn't like it myself. I tried it myself because I don't believe in selling something that I don't enjoy. And I've actually still got it on my phone because it's kind of fun to just kill a few minutes with. It's like Candy Crush as far as having a set number of moves to do a match kind of game, but there's a story involved, which I do like. I like things that are story driven. You are the character's name is Tiffany, and you had a car wreck, and when you woke up, you were rescued by this young man that has a house that he's trying to build himself. But there's like a mist of fog that brought them both there, and they don't know how to get out. And so he's just trying to rebuild the house, and you're interior decorators. So that's your job. And so if you want to progress the story, you do the match puzzles, and then there's other types of puzzles as well. And when you finish those, you use the stars you get from completing the match puzzles and the actual puzzles. And you click on the story to advance the story to help him build this mansion so that you can eventually leave and because you were on your way to yourself. You are the main character's best friend, and you had inherited a mansion, and she was coming to renovate your place when she crashed, and she helps this guy renovate his place, and now she's at my place, helping me renovate my stuff, and so you kind of are. I'm getting my own history right now. What's going on? What's the drama with my place? And but I like that there's an ongoing story instead of just level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. I like that there's actually a story that goes along with it. So that you want to do the matches so that you can actually advance the story, see more of the game. It's a neat little concept. I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. So if any of that sounds like your jam, definitely just, listen, all you gotta do is hit my link and download it there, check it out. And if you don't like it, you can always uninstall it. It's not like, it's a free to play game. Now, I'm not gonna go through all the dialogue of reading this again because we already did it. You can always just watch the VOD again to get all of the goodies out of it. But anything I find that I've not read before, I'll totally read. So as you can see, basically we're like growing people out of pods now. Why? I don't really know why we're growing people out of pods now. I guess we just got tired of waiting for people to get it on.
Hold on. Because before you come in, toss that useless failure onto the stinking pile of corpses for me, will you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm busy working on something more important.
So basically, our person we grew here, he sprouted early, like a premature baby, so he died. And we're gonna toss him into the pile. The family seems to have a very high, not so high success rate.
Keep it down. I'm reporting.
So this is what I was gonna tell you, like, don't go in the chair right away.
Find her. I am unimportant. You have to put an end to this.
I just woke up in the room over there.
Ah, looks like you're finally awake.
Do you know what this place is?
Yes, of course.
And those
Trouble is,
twisted
we
things
don't
outside.
have the time for an explanation. Have a seat on that chair for now. I'm working on something else.
So these are our little puzzle boxes, and this is what I was telling you, like, fuck that. I am not going to try to even begin to figure out what the fuckery, like, how you even begin to solve that. I don't know. I'm not even sure that I cared. All we need to know is the answer is green. And if we do it right, just like that, we get a little collectible. And I mean, you're talking about a girl that loves puzzles, and I was just like, ah. Like, one of them's even wrote in Chinese. I'm like, ha ha ha, no. No, we already tried that shit in White Day Labyrinth called School, and I didn't know I was supposed to answer in Korean, and I sat there for almost 2 fucking hours trying to figure out how to make this symbol into a number, and when I finally looked up the answer, I'm like, oh, by the way, the symbol in between the two symbols is the Korean, the symbol for subtract. So if you subtract this this shape from this shape, it makes that shape, which is that number. And I'm like, I'm supposed to know fucking Korean? No. I will go to bed sleeping like a baby. Then I looked that one up. You know, look at this. As soon as I pulled up a puzzle box and it was like Chinese symbols with 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that stuff, like, no. No, you know what? No. We'll just go Google the hell out of that. 1982, Dr. Jurgen W. Waltz invented a groundbreaking device for the brain department. Alas, the human brain can become as crowded as Grand Central Station. And if it makes you feel any better, I got that one totally wrong. And most of the others. There was a couple, I'm like, oh, okay, I see what they're going for. And most of it was like, oh. Right, in we go, buddy, in we go.
The most important part
So when we hit a checkpoint, we'll probably raid on out, and I hate it for the people that just came to me, but I hope you come back.
we all...
Because I have a lot more in store for us, guys. I really, really do.
What are you doing to me? Why can't I recall anything?
You don't know who I am? Mother didn't tell you?
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Who the hell is Mother? I swear to you, I don't know a thing about you.
Well, that's impossible. For half my life, I have been serving her. One after another. You have never succeeded. None of you have. I put in so much effort to leave messages on the other side that none of you seem to care about them.
Hey, listen, this might be a misunderstanding. There are things I can't call to mind. I arrived here by accident. I can't be one of those people you speak of, right?
People can pass through the abyss. I cannot. I am trapped here forever. My memories... Wait. You're saying you lost your memories?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I woke up in a room, passed through calibration, and ended up here.
You do seem different from them. Those useless people out there. All they care about is doing their jobs. Perhaps... I'm saying... Perhaps you may succeed. If you wish to retrieve your memories, this thing can help you. No, you won't be lost forever like them. They're failures.
Finding my memories? No, I think you've got the wrong person. I've explained it so many times. I did lose my memories, but I'm not one of those people you speak of.
Listen, Abba. I don't know how you ended up here, nor do I care. But you got here, and that means it's your mission. You must find your true memories.
You're insane! What are you doing? Hey!
You'll meet me
Look
again.
at me!
on the other side. In a different form. Good luck, Daniel.
And I will say, the music and artwork are just beautiful in this game. Truly, they are.
Where the hell am I? Why is everything so surreal?
Let's at least get past the little intro and everything. So that we get to a checkpoint that's actually a checkpoint and not part of the actual intro.
Before I got here, that man said, I can find my memories with this? Damn it. Am I awake? Or did I never wake up?
March 25th, 1968. I was brought here. I recognized their outfits. They took my sister too. I've never seen her again since that day. Can I still return? To see my parents again?
Welcome. I am Mother. Next, we will use a series of images to show you the nation in which you reside and your future. Before we arrived, your nation was ravaged by a terrible war. People lived their lives in perpetual fear. When the Leviathan Corporation came, everything changed. We brought hope. And now, each new blood is required to serve the company. The company shall grant you your duties and guide you forward. Pain and hunger cease to exist. The gates to utopia shall always be open to those who serve.
8490. Your newborn social ID is 8490. You were born into an ordinary family. Your father was an outstanding scientist. Your mother was his assistant. They made considerable contributions to the company through their research. The company grants every new person who descends into this world a unique number. Each person receives their citizenship at the age of 14. We will now conduct some basic tests. Once completed, we will formulate your future path. Now, please try to push the blocks over without touching them. Very well. Seemingly ineffective. Please try to see the images on the backs of the 3 cards on the table to your left.
I don't know.
Understood. Please look to your front. Please indicate the viewpoints that you think are wrong.
I want to see if there's a trope for getting all these quotes right. Let me check the trophies real quick, guys. Just 1 second. I think we're good.
Right. Left. Left. Right. Left. Left.
Please repeat your answer.
Left.
This is your final chance. Please tell us your decision.
Right.
Good. You have passed the test. Now, please sign your name on this contract.
The Thought Bureau's missions are always confidential. Handlers and operators maintain a neutral relationship with one another. The more they know, the more dangerous it is. In the operations, everyone can be the hunter and the hunted. Nightcrawlers. That's what the people in the city call us. The Thought Bureau describes my duty as roam. Compared to the number of midnight operations, we spend most of our time in other people's brains, listening to what you hear and watching what you see. I don't know how long it's been since I last returned home. Where even is my home?
Listen, it's a Chicky Pony, and then we're gonna go raid on out. But if you'll stay long enough for the raid to happen, I would really, really appreciate that.
All my effort and time.
You don't stay in the raid after the raid, but just let me send you, wish them a happy stream,
I guess.
and cheer them on just like y'all cheer me on every single time I do it. I really appreciate all y'all.
I'm sure she'd say, once you start working for them, you'll become less and less of a good person. I'm thinking, maybe it isn't the job that changed me. Maybe this is just how I've always been. April 30th, 1976. It's the 4th year since I joined Leviathan's Thought Bureau. It's taken me 8 whole years to finally discover who I am.
Oh, I think we froze, guys. Well, this is as good a time as any. Let me see where we go with, guys. Let's go tell the Raven Armed hi. I hadn't been there in a while. I don't usually catch him on in the sound, but let's go say hi to him. Huge mental health advocate supporter, great cosplayer. And doing a little Five Nights at Freddy's sounds like, so let's go see what he's doing. Have a great one, everybody. And I will see you later today. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out. Shit, and he just left.